My name is Michael Mastro. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to talk about the chart for the late Gene Hackman. May he rest in peace. If you look to the eastern horizon using Vedic sidereal zodiac, you would see the constellation associated with Aquarius rising at 4 degrees when he was born. First, we're going to see how the planets are operating and when they're operating during certain events and what could be done to strengthen the chart. So the sun is poorly placed in the 12th house, and sun is an indicator for father. So his father left early on when he was very young, and it is ruling the house of partnerships. And so he did have one divorce. Then we have challenging moon. Moon uh, is ruling the house, the sixth house, any multicona sign in the sixth, eighth, or the 12th. So here we have the fourth sign of Cancer ruled by Moon in the sixth house. It can be challenging. It's an indicator for health issues, inner conflict, and heart issues, which he did have. Challenging Mercury. Mercury is only at 0 degrees. It is ruling the eighth house. So again, any you have to see the sixth sign in the eighth house. It's a challenging house. So it denotes a difficult childhood and some early childhood trauma, I guess, from his father leaving. Both of his parents were alcoholics. And this affected him in the way that he's uh, difficult to deal with. He couldn't take direction from his directors. And he had a lot of anger issues, got in a lot of barroom fights. Then we have Jupiter. Jupiter is ruling the house of income, placed in the house of happiness and home life. Uh, it gives him the amazing opportunities to play the amazing roles. He was in over 60 movies. Then we have weak infant afflicted by Mercury. Mars. Mars is ruling the house of success. Uh, through the passionate roles that he played. But again, some anger issues, some he had a lot of dangerous hobbies that got him into accidents. Then we have weak placement Venus. Venus is ruling good fortune, uh, and and Venus itself has to do with acting. And then Saturn is ruling the chart. He fulfills his life purpose through hard work and has good longevity. He was 88 years old when he passed away. And then Rahu is placed in the house of success, Ketu placed in the house of good fortune. So he's balancing these material and spiritual success. Then we have if you notice in his chart, he has 5 planets in the 12th house. This influences him in that he was quite a loner, um, even in his later years. So in 1943, his father left during a Mercury period, Mercury again ruling that eighth house of childhood trauma. And then in 1950, he was in a motorcycle accident and he broke both his legs during a Mercury period, Mercury ruling the house of accidents. In 56, he got married during a Jupiter period, Jupiter sitting in the house of family. And then in he got his first big break in off-Broadway show called Lilith in 64 during a Jupiter period, which boosted his income and ruling the house of income. In 86, he got a divorce during a Jupiter period, so there was some loss of income at that point. In 71, he got an Oscar for The French Connection during a Saturn period, bringing name and fame. In 72, his mom died during a Mercury period. Again, Mercury ruling the house of death-like experiences. In 93, he got an Oscar for Unforgiven during a Venus period, Venus ruling the house of good fortune. In 90, he had an angioplasty during a K2 period, K2 bringing unexpected events. In 91, he got married for the second time during a Jupiter period, bringing Jupiter sitting in the house of family. And then he had an accident in 2012. He was riding a bike and hit by a car during a Mercury period. Again, Mercury ruling the house of accidents. Now, he passed away on February 25th, 2025. And if we look at the chart, we can see that Rahu and Ketu are almost exactly at the rising sign degree. They are afflicting, Ketu is afflicting the house, eighth house of death-like experiences. Rahu and Ketu are. And let's see what else. And Rahu and Ketu have to do with unexpected events. So, what could be done to strengthen the chart? Um, Doing some charity work. I think he was involved in some charities that would um, transform Moon, Mercury, Rahu, and Ketu. The rest of the planets could have been strengthened with my favorite remedy, Kavash, which is a silver locket containing the Devata mantras and yantras for his benefic planets. If you'd like to get a Kavash, like to get a reading, or learn Vedic astrology, you can go to vastucreations.com. Thank you so much for listening.